It looks like a bus.
I'm like,
so
seems
he
like
don't
it.
think that people gonna know which bus line has those curtains or those seats. Like,
you don't think people are gonna somehow be able to, find where you're at because you're streaming where you are currently in live,
okay,
real time?
I don't know. Maybe it's some stuff I don't know. You always say I'm old. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Okay, but go ahead, cause
I don't know their psyche, but Mom, what is there not to know? Like, come on.
I don't know.
He's streaming himself live just like he was, when he was again still on the run previously when he was at that vacation spot.
And in a car. Like, we don't see things as he passes it. I don't.
Oh man, that exit sign was looking real familiar. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I know actually where that is because it's a sign to point out where you're going.
Mm-hmm. But let's look at the date. Is that date says April 26th? Is that?
You didn't miss me. You didn't miss the boss. But you know what you didn't miss either? Vitaly's cameraman.
What's his name? SlyKane? SlyKane. Okay. I knew it. I got it.
That's the one. I don't know about those
Blue
other
hair,
ones.
green hair, red hair, pink hair.
Yeah, he's trying to adopt a new identity every day, man. This fool, he must have doppelgangers. Yeah, if you don't know, the whole thing with Vitaly obviously being in the Philippines, he done a litany of crimes. 5 perk, it gets up to like 24, 25 years. Bad works. He's already waiting 2 to 3 in the waiting line. Yeah, we don't feel bad. No one should, to be honest. But yeah, they were saying that he had a couple of people that might have been recording, like, him obviously having a camera and doing his nuisance IRL streamer actions. Whether it was his girlfriend and or one of the confirmables that you saw in the title and thumbnail that we were discussing earlier, that being SlyKane. Apparently, he was a resident of the Philippines, and he decided he was going to help Vitaly on his escapades. Very fun, very fun.
Christopher's his name, right?
Full docs.
Did I dox that? Ooh, my bad.
My
bad. I ain't even got my notes here.
But speaking of full docs, yeah, he's a complete moron, and let me know. Well, not even let me know. I'm sure I'll be letting you know, and they'll let themselves know, and everyone else for themselves. But, and like we're about to get into, yeah, he let the world know exactly where he was at because he decided he was going to stream on Kick while he's on the run. He's a moron. What do we expect? He's a cameraman of a news and streamer. But yeah, that officially leads us to where we are right now. Where apparently SlyKane, Christopher, has officially gotten charges from the president of the Philippines. Ooh.
I love that president.
Ooh. Not good.
I love that president.
Not
He don't
good.
be playing no games.
But
he don't got time to be wasting.
like the balls are saying, good on the presidents of the Philippines side and good for the Philippines as a whole because they're really cracking down on this nuisance IRL streamer epidemic. He's telling these heads, yeah, you're getting those actions for those stupid consequences. Bad works. But yeah, of course, we're here to gel about it, get into it. So without wasting any more time, because, the boss be yapping. I wasn't yapping the whole time. Yes, he does. She's trying to argue against it, Sean. But you already know, we ain't wasting more time. Let's get right into it. Oh, man. Is that him? The Lord in the case. I say it all the time.
It is.
If there's smoke, there's fire.
But
there usually is going to be fire, as I usually say the whole time. Usually there'd be a certain someone after this, John, but no, not him. We'll be covering him again, because y'all know the series. Y'all checked out the live. Check out the further ones, too. No. Y'all know who we're dealing with. Not Vitaly himself and or detractor of Vitaly, SlyKane, but Vitaly this time around. But shout out, Legal Mindset, Andrew Esquire. We love to see it. Yes. You already know. We got President officially charges Vitaly's cameraman SlyKane. If you guys want to watch the original video, you gave what? Your own opinions and conjecture.
Right
that boy be
here.
what? Down in the description. First link. I ain't gonna hold you. Boss, what are we saying?
Let's go.
Talk to me.
So in case you guys don't know the guy we're going to be talking about today is SlyKane. He is a kick streamer. We'll pull up his current look right now. So this is how he currently looks right now. He has changed.
Okay.
Wait, his current look. Okay, let's guess what
The
color.
boss said in the intro word red, green, blue. Okay,
I haven't seen this, so I don't know.
The first time we seen him, it was red. Then when he doxed himself like a moron, it was blue.
Okay, what you think?
Oh, ooh.
Take a guess. Well, I ain't see it. Maybe you
I gotcha.
saw it. I don't know.
Curveball. Purple.
blonde. Yellow, like a yellow.
That's a good pick.
Yellow, like a yellow.
I don't even think about that. That's a good pick. That's a good
All right,
pick.
let's see.
Okay, we're going to see.
His hair color because he is trying to hide out. So here he is. Now he is now in Taiwan.
Still blue. Ah, come on.
Oh, he didn't change it.
So he is hiding out. He fled from the Philippines to Taiwan. This is SlyKane, Christopher P. Dantes.
Wait, hold on. Pause this. Hold on.
Christopher P. Dantes. Full docs.
Hold on. This cannot be a current picture of him right now running. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like,
not even running. He's streaming. Still.
This is what I don't understand. Okay, no, you're lying. Because he got to be on a bus, right? It looks like a bus.
I'm like,
so
he like
don't
it.
think that people going to know which bus line has those curtains? Or those seats? Like,
you don't think people are going to somehow be able to, find where you're at because, you're streaming where you are currently in live,
okay,
real time?
I don't know. Maybe it's some stuff I don't know. You always say I'm old. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Okay, but go ahead. Cause
I don't know their psyche, but Mom, what is there not to know? Like, come on.
I don't know.
He's streaming himself live just like he was, when he was, again, still on the run previously when he was at that vacation spot.
And in a car. Like, we don't see things as he passes it. I don't.
Oh, man, that exit sign was looking real familiar. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I know actually where that is because, it's a sign to point out where you're going.
Mm-hmm. But let's look at the date. Is that date says April 26th? Is that Andrew's date or is that fool's date?
No, it's his date because you could tell by the... Hold on, I'm blocking it. Y'all can't really see it. Hold on. Yeah, you see how it says kick down / SlyKane? It has, well, not like exactly the same font, but you could tell like this is all from itself on that clip of like him being live.
All right, go ahead, play it.
He was the cameraman for Vitaly. He knew what he was doing when he was doing it.
Light brown.
He said we committed a bunch of crimes verbally. So he had knowledge that crimes were broken. He then proceeded to hang out in the Philippines countryside and then ran away to Taiwan. So now this is him in Taiwan. That's why it's the thumbnail, that photo on the thumbnail. He's changing his hair color to try to confuse people.
He should be brown
wearing a hat.
And leave it. That's smart. If you want to look normal, won't you just leave it brown? Like, changing your hair color is... Okay, I don't know.
Well, let me not point out, the whole elephant in the room in which I don't know if this is like a face tat. I don't know if this bull got a tear like he caught a body or something.
I think it's a
I don't know
mole.
if he got like a mole, beauty mark type of thing. But brother, you have a clear distinction of who you are on your face.
Put some foundation on
That's what I'm saying, brother. Brother, changing your hair just gonna be like, oh man, I wonder what color he's going for this week.
Yeah, you
it's like
put some foundation.
It's like, brother, we're gonna be able to point you as that guy that always got the colorful hair. I don't know what he's missing that I'm missing. Maybe we're both missing it.
Maybe because I'm old, like you said. I don't know
that can't. Missing. Nah, listen, I totally get old. The boss pushing 90 or whatever. But like, even somebody that is old, truthfully, they're gonna be like, man, he's a real interesting looking fella, man. Man, he's got that colorful hair. I can even see his grandmom and grandpops saying this, John. Yo, what? Oh my God, when are we gonna start firing our brain cells? We're never gonna do it.
To try to confuse people, wearing a hat. Really interesting strategies here. Now, the thing is, before this, when I previously covered this, some people were trying to debate and saying, well, he's not really wanted. He's not really wanted. He might. There might be an investigation, but he's not really wanted. And one thing on this channel that I am very specific about is legal definitions. There is investigation, there is maybe wanted for questioning, and there is charged. Like, this person has been charged with a crime, and then beyond that, there's a warrant, which you can issue for someone's arrest. So there's all these terms, and they mean something. So if the police are just looking for someone, they might not necessarily be yet charged with a crime. They might just want to talk to that person. Now, originally, we had heard from Remula, from Secretary Remula, who was really been spot on about the Vitaly case and was the point person on the Vitaly case, that they...
Mint. Ooh. Yeah,
Are we
breath.
talking about that same person?
Yeah, Yep, Secretary. Your breath.
Okay.
Your breath looking stanky.
That's what he told
They
Vitaly.
were looking for all the accomplices of Vitaly, and they made a clear statement they were looking for them. However, today, and we're gonna play the video, and thank God there's a automatic translation
Okay.
of this, but he is officially a wanted man, and there's proof in the pudding that he's a wanted man. Like this isn't me debating this,
He's
or
a
this is me.
wanted man.
Here's this is
Okay.
me stating a.
Not
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah.
He's wanted.
He said, man, you thought you were getting away.
No, you're wanted. And we want to see you right now.
Nah, you getting them consequences.
Now.
Fact, which we now have from the office of the president. Let's get to the video that pretty much confirms all this. So this is a video with the PCO Undersecretary Clara Castro.
Okay.
So this is from the presidential office. So this is not this is a palace press briefing, as they call it. This is a official briefing. So this is not me saying this. This is not me making this up. This is not me, coming up with some theory. These are all the official statements and words of the undersecretary, right? So let's just go here. This is the relevant part of the press briefing.
Medyo release lang po ng kaunti. Just recently, nagkaroon ng statement si Pangulong Marcos tungkol doon sa Russian-American vlogger na si Vitaly. Any update doon sa nagsisilbing videographer niya, since ang sinasabi din naman ng mga otoridad, meron ding liability yung kanyang videographer. Any update na po tungkol doon?
Tama po kayo,
So,
hindi po nagustuhan.
first of all, let me just say, awesome question by that reporter, really quick, to clarify this, because this needed to be officially clarified with more specificity. So it's very important that they came in and were specific and asked a very specific question. So Philippines reporter, for asking the right question and being specific, right? Specific.
Tuhan ng Pangulo ang ginawa ng ito na isang Russian vlogger dito pa sa bansa at dito sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya nagkaroon din po, ngayon po ay humaharap sa kaso itong Russian vlogger ng mga kasong unjust vexation, alarms and scandal, theft, and attempted theft. Pero para po dito,
I just don't understand what you thought was about to happen trying to steal an officer's gun. Like,
What? A motorcycle.
like, what?
Tell a lady on a robber. Wait. I don't know. Nothing. That's what
Stole
he
the
was
officer's hat.
thinking.
po sa sinasabing videographer or cameraman po, nakasama po ni Vitaly Ngayon po ay nasampahan po siya, ayon po sa
Zadorsky?
PNP, nasampahan na po siya ng kaso. Itong si Christopher
He has been
Dantes,
charged.
alias SlyKane.
He has been charged.
Yo.
That
Look
was
out
in
the-
her words.
Oh my gosh, no. They have the undersecretary again saying your full docs, your full name, bar for bar. I see where you got the whole SlyKane John from. On national television on the news? Ooh boy, I can see why you skipped town. Ooh, what you blowing from
Now
stupid
you
town?
running. That's crazy.
All right, come on.
Okay, so there we go. And it's SlyKane. I think she says SkyLane, but it's SlyKane. But she says his name. So there can be no confusion, right? There can be zero confusion. And she's being very specific about what's happening here. So saying this person specifically, once again, this is coming from the presidential office, right? Not me. It's coming from the presidential office saying we're charging this guy. Right, so let me rewind it just a little bit here because I want to have that repeated a little bit. Okay, so this is a very
That's the
important
same
part.
thing
here.
I was thinking.
Maharap sa kaso itong Russian vlogger ng mga kasong unjust vexation,
Charges.
Vitaly is
scandal,
charged.
theft,
Okay.
and attempted theft. Pero
Right,
para po
that's
dito
Vitaly.
sa sinasabing videographer or cameraman po, Nakasama po ni Vitaly. Ngayon po, inasampahan po siya ayon po sa PNP. Nasahan po.
So see those words right there. Now he has been charged.
So he got his official charges. Okay,
Yep.
word. I'm feeling that, and that's what I'm saying.
That's
what
what I'm into that. I'm like,
And that's the thing, though. Like, why would he be on a run? Why would he be trying to go to all these places if he wasn't, like, well, if it wasn't privy to him, at least? Like, yeah, I'm probably going to get charged for my association being with Vitaly, someone who has gotten his charges, as we know, and someone who's obviously done criminal acts. Like, you didn't think you were going to be an accomplice?
he probably would have had less
Right.
consequences. He would have got some consequences, but less if he wouldn't have been running. It sounds like you're running, like you're guilty or something.
Well,
like,
yeah, no, that too. Like, now that he's got charged and there's a warrant out for his arrest and he's obviously avoiding it, then yeah, his charges will be harsher. But like,
Yeah.
even still, I feel like he would have got the charges regardless. But yeah, now you're right. He is just making it worse.
Yeah.
No, there's no question he's making it worse. Yeah.
Charged. There's what I was looking for. These are the words, right?
he
Now he has been charged. Those are very specific words. You don't say those words unless there's a criminal charge. So right now it is criminal charge, right? It is.
so he
It
got to
is.
sit 2 to 3
He's
years.
got criminal charges
before his
against him. He's a.
He got to sit now 2 to 3 years before he
Well,
gets his court date.
first they got to deport him back from Taiwan, and then he gonna have to wait 2 to 3 years.
This is crazy.
And then once your hearing come, oh man,
Now he got served if he gets charged, like jail time.
you think he
He
gonna be
might get a
bunking with
fine or
Vitaly?
something. Anyway, go.
Wanted man, right? Bingo. I don't need to say anything. They said it, right? It's right here. So everybody, and there was so much cope from SlyKane saying, "Oh, I got nothing against me. I got nothing against me." Argue with the presidential office. Call the presidential office and argue with them if you want to argue with this. He was talking a whole.
Days, he probably did try to call.
I'll be like, yeah, you call him. Yeah, they gonna have a direct line exactly where you at. Grab your IP and all that real quick. Ooh.
These dummies. He probably said, "Let me just call the front office of the main or whatever office and find out." Go ahead. Here we go with this FAFO, right? Or FOFA, whatever it is.
F around, find out.
Whole lot of smack saying he was going to sue me for defamation. He was going to come after me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
who's the one who's facing criminal penalties right now, buddy? Yeah, that's you.
They always.
That's you.
Always. Okay.
Right? That's you. Let's continue here.
Okay, go ahead.
Nasampahan na po siya ng kaso. Itong si Christopher Dantes, alias SlyKane. Nasampahan po siya ng kasong unjust vexation.
So first charge, he is charged with unjust vexation. That's the same charge Vitaly has. So he's charged with in an equal capacity to.
Well, that's one count of potentially 5 years.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
He
5
still
years
got to
per.
go wait 2 to 3 years. I'm
So
still on
8,
that.
8, 6 through 8.
Oh my
to
God.
Vitaly in unjust
in
vexation.
relation to RA 10175 and RA 995 at saka
So I'm going to pull up those two statutes,
Please do.
RA 10175 and RA 995. So I'm going to pull those up in a second once this finishes, but I want to
Okay.
let this finish first.
Okay.
But just so
Like
you
hear
know,
me.
those are
Okay,
also
Andrew.
criminal statutes. So those are two more criminal
my God.
statutes that he has
That's
been hit
3.
with.
po Anti-Photo and Video Voyeurism Act. Yan po ang latest po mula sa PNP.
Just to give us an idea, Yusek, ano po ba yung pwedeng maging kaparusahan doon sa mga kasong naisampa dito kay Christopher?
Sa aking pagkakaalam, unjust vexation malamang po ay mga 30 days na imprisonment or
Okay.
fine. Tignan na lang po natin kung gaano ba ang magiging lalim ng mga ebidensya para malaman din natin at matetermine na kung anong klaseng parusa.
So you're saying up to a month?
Kung sila naman po ay magiging makukonsidered na liable or guilty.
Okay.
So since
Okay.
nasampahan na siya ng kaso, Yusek, anytime pwede na lumabas yung arrest warrant.
Hindi pa po, kasasampa pa lang po ng
Kasasampa
kaso.
pa lang.
Bibigyan po. Okay, tayo po. Sa administrasyon po ni Pangulong Marcos, ang lahat po ay binibigyan ng karapatang magdepensa. For them to exercise the right to due process. Hindi po ito babalewalain ng pamahalaan, lalong-lalo na po sa pamumuno ni Pangulong Marcos. Importante po ang due process sa mga Pilipino.
Next.
Okay, so that's a question right there. So, okay, yeah, he still gets due process, is what it's saying. Like, he doesn't waive his rights to good process. By the way, Philippines press is super well-mannered. I want to say, someone said in the chat, like, the press is very well-behaved. Compared to, like, American press, which is a mess, they're, like, yelling and...
Yeah! They got no self-control!
Yo, heads is fighting, jumping all over each other. Oh my God, just one question.
Putting the mic in your face and everything? Come on now.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all seen Trumpy rallies, press conferences, and all. Yo, heads is fighting. Mr. President, a word. And like, yo, I'm like, oh my God, bro. Yo, some of y'all act like animals. It's bad. It truly is bad. But yeah, nah, this is a whole thing of like cordiality. But yeah, nah, they was keeping it Hey, listen, he was able to really get out and express like the question and really be able
somebody wasn't rude and going over him, talking over, that was really nice.
Yeah, like, nah, see, this is the level of cordiality and amicability I be talking about. But not happening. No.
Screaming and shouting and they're rude. Like, Philippines press is like very organized. I actually really appreciate that.
Wow.
Versus the chaos, the zoo of the American presidential press room. And that
And it's sad. It has to be, that's the main one you could really point out.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, like, again, like when you think of Iro Newsom, you think of Johnny. Like, when I'm thinking of Press Jones, especially fighting over a question, I always think of Trumpy's, like, Trumpy's whole Jones. Like, again, I don't care about none of the politics, John, but, like, yo, it's just always Trumpy be having a clips. Trumpy always be having a clips.
That's under any administration. It's just always a mess in America.
Yeah.
But anyways, of course, and I will say this too, everybody deserves due process. That's fine. And he is granted due process, which means he gets to go to court and plead his case. But to be honest, I don't think he has much of a case because the problem with these nuisance streamers is they record themselves. So
that's what I keep saying, bro. It's like, yo,
I'm tired of
bro,
repeating
you
that
want to
dumb
keep
stuff.
doing all these dumb actions, keep making things worse for yourself, bro. You're recording it all. You're just giving us more evidence. Like, it's literally more and more and more evidence for us to look at and be like, okay, well, especially with some of these things you're saying, Johnny. Like, yo, we have to look at, okay, well, what's his level of intention on these? Like, yo, is there something he could potentially act on? It's like, bro, even these words, these jokes, as y'all be saying, even this John on here could really kick y'all, bro. Could really, oh my God. Y'all are gonna get cooked in court. Johnny, again, top 10 prosecutor in the country. Yo, Vitaly, 5-on-5. Yo, this fool think he busting out the NBA court. He think this is the finals. 5 per. Oh my God. I don't know why this fool SlyKane thought he was getting away, but again, he's doxing himself. I just don't know what they think it is.
all of the evidence is right there in front of the judge, the jury, whoever is looking at the case. So there's not much to argue with because it's all on camera. It's all on camera. So what are you going to argue with? But, hey, you're allowed the right. You can try. If you want to argue, argue. All right. Let's continue with this. So he got charged under these Republic Acts, and I want to bring these up real quick here. This is kind of the legal side of it, right? So here's the two things that were brought up that he was charged under. That is the Republic Act defining cybercrime, providing for the prevention, investigation, suppression, and imposition of penalties. That is Republic Act 10175, right? So you go down here, it talks about Cybercrime Convention. So one of them is a Cybercrime Act, and I think that's appropriate because, of course, there were indeed cybercrimes that were committed here with this. So I think that's an appropriate that's an appropriate anchor. Now I know they talked about strengthening their cybercrime law, but if they're willing to pursue it, that means they feel they have enough evidence to charge them under the cybercrime statute.
He recorded his evidence.
Well, yeah, I'm like, it would already be a cyber thing because, yeah, obviously it's handled through the internet, streaming, yada yada. But like, even still, like, if they're going for stuff like he physically did, like actions and all that. On camera, on the live stream. Do we have to pull up the VOD? We really got to treat this fool like Johnny. Well, we have been, I ain't gonna lie. Johnny Vitaly, they fighting for who want to be the worst. But barring that, yeah, everything's all there for everyone to see. There's no way you could deny any of this. It's like every argument you try to make against yourself. Well, this clip denies that. Oh, that one? This clip denies that. Like, it's the whole thing about hypocrisy. It's like, brother.
The other statute, which is interesting, is RA 9995. And this one appears to be a statute, once again, this is reading the title, defining and penalizing the crime of photo and video voyeurism and prescribing the penalties thereof and for other purposes. So this would appear the Anti-Photo and Video Voyeurism Act of 2009. So in the world of law, any law that came out in the last 20 years is new. So this is a new law. So it probably takes into account the fact that video and photos can be transmitted over the internet, right? And it even has the word internet in it, so it knows the internet exists. Like a lot of the older laws are pre-internet, so they've got that in it. So talking about taking photos without people's consent, transmitting them. And, in this case, what really can be layered on and what a lot of countries can add to these statutes and acts is they can add a line that says if they are doing this and profiting off of it. So if they're doing this plus making money.
And this is the whole thing with Johnny. We be talking about like, yeah, sure, you're streaming, but yo, you making cheese off of the Johnny any modicum, you're not supposed to be able to do that because you don't have a work visa.
Oh no, it's under Hanks. You forgot that.
Yeah, whatever. But even still to that, it's like, yeah, you trying to profit off of like harassing people and going around doing all this stuff, like that should be illegal. This is not something we should be like making like, what's the word for this? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad I can't remember it. But yeah.
Do everybody on Kick get paid, or you could just be on Kick and be free?
Nah, it depends on if you have a partnership and or getting subs or whatever like that. So yeah, you could technically stream on all these platforms for free with no money, turn off monetization, but obviously no one wants to do that because if you have the opportunity to make money doing streaming, something that not everyone would like to do, something that is way easier than the normal.
So
now, in this case, who's getting paid? Because it was Vitaly, it was Christopher holding the camera, but Vitaly was getting paid.
Think about it. He's still an accomplice. Vitaly's the one getting paid, but without SlyKane, the cameraman, how could he do the work? So obviously he's going to be paid by Vitaly. So then on a hierarchical standard, like that's what I'm saying. On a hierarchy standard, yeah, he would be getting paid, but obviously Vitaly's the main accomplice. But Vitaly's cooked. So now the Vitaly, the main guy, the big Godfather guy in this sense, is cooked. We're gonna go after the smaller guys. We want to crack down the whole operation. So that's where Sly comes in. Brother, you were helping Vitaly. Oh, you got time to do.
Well, he's charged, so it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Then it should be even worse of a crime. I'm in support of that. Now, this statute doesn't appear to have that, but I would be in full support of making money off of photo and video, making the crime worse, because that will really help in deterring nuisance streamers. So that is the second one.
And again, that's what's happening with Johnny. Yeah, the whole deepfake situation, that would deter a lot of heads from yo, you think you about to do all this showing, especially on stream, try to spread around these photos, bro, it's not happening.
As well. And then I believe unjust vexation, he was also charged with as a third. That I don't think that's a specific statute. At least she didn't give a statute. She just put that in common law. Now, even if it's 30 days, I think that's great. But the other thing would be he's got to wait for trial. And if he's got a similar wait for trial as Vitaly...
What'd I say? See? Even if he gets 30 days or a fine, he still got to wait. So does he wait in jail or does he wait...
Detention center.
Yeah, but does he wait? Yeah? Or does he stay home? Okay, well, let's see what Andrew said.
No, but because you got to think about it. He's in Taiwan right now. So Taiwan has to deport him because, different countries, yada, yada. So once Taiwan, he gets into deportation process, which, another thing, how long is that going to take? So that already leaves him, in a, desperate situation. Yo, I'm about to get deported out of Taiwan. All right, boom. Now, once you get back to the Philippines, all right, now you're going through the same thing that, Vitaly going through. You got to go through the detention center. You got to wait for your hearing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through the same process. Except worse now because you tried to flee. He fled. But he fled in the worst way possible considering, the chances to find him are at an all-time high, 110 because he's live streaming and doxing himself. Like a moron.
That's what they do.
It's so sad because that is exactly what they do. Nuisance IRL streamers, But yeah, I don't see the purpose. But wait, what is 2 seconds left? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's kind of a thing, isn't it?
There you go. Y'all already know. All right, y'all already know what it is. The lawyer in a case. Shout out Legal Mindset. Andrew Esquire. We indeed do love to see it. We have President officially charges Vitaly's Cameraman SlyKane. Of course, you guys want to watch the original video down in the description. First link, go share the love, baby. I'm not playing. Other than that, boss, final opinion conjecture.
Nothing.
Nah.
Maybe his hair be blonde or yellow. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He can't dye his hair no more. He can't even get to the dye.
Okay. Yo, timestamp in the comments. Oh, my God. He's engagement farming. Psych, nah. But, yo, comments. Yo, we were saying it earlier, trying to guess which color his hair will be or whatever. Next time we talk about SlyKane, what color is his hair going to be?
Bomba!
It's probably still going to be blue.
Well, yeah, because when is he going to have time?
He can't go to the store and get the dye and stuff anymore now.
Okay, so in the event that he somehow manages to hit the hairdress shop, the salon, while he's on the run, he'll probably record it on live stream, so we'll probably, have the answer when he's doing that.
And guess what? It's going to turn brown because it's going to grow out while he's waiting.
I ain't going to. Hey, you know, fair. Yo, mom thinks it's going to grow out. That's honestly a good choice, so that's what it's going to be.
What? But,
I guess, in a real sense, final opinions and conjecture. I mean, yeah, like we were saying with the whole hierarchy thing, he's accomplice to everything that Vitaly is doing. Obviously, being the cameraman, without him, Vitaly can't record what he's doing. Or, well, that's a lie, because he was at the end, and then that's when Unlocked Philippines confronted him. Backstory, go check out the other videos. We didn't watch the whole response, from Unlocked Philippines. Shout out him. But within all that, you helped him do some of these actions where he harassed people, you know what I'm saying, where he went out running around, tried to steal officers' guns, we're doing all these multiple different crimes that were serious crimes considered, the amount of time you get for each one. So, you need to come to justice too. Your stupid actions have stupid consequences. And, yeah. Look at the guy.
Oh, well.
His hair's changing every week. Ridiculous. I can't believe it. But you already know what it is. Other than that, once more, again, shout out Legal Mindset, Andrew Esquire, and, push it over to the end screen. Like this video up if you enjoyed. Me and the boss would, of course, very much appreciate it.
Hit that thumbs up button.
We really got to get that show screen. Yo, 6K up, 6K down, because 6K is right around the way, baby.
Not for you. 8K is for you.
Man, that guy fell off.
Anyway.
I ain't worried about him. I ain't going to hold y'all.
Here we go.
Turn on that post notification bell, blue bell, the ringer. Because every time the boss Trilly posts on this page right here, MNT Mama Troy, that boy will be straight up in your feed. And boss, let him know. What did I have to do at the end of every single video?
Watch it from the beginning to the end. We already talked about that on the live. Just to make sure y'all watch it from the beginning to the end. That's all we asked for. And I thank you and I appreciate it all.
As always.
And I'll talk to you guys in the comments.
You already know how it is. Of course, check out for our next live, because that might be the, not last one, but, the last one for a good minute. Heads got Big Boy Jones to handle.
Make sure you join us on our next live.
But other than that, too.
We got 2 more to go.
Last John. All
right, that's it. Let's go.
As always, we appreciate y'all for giving us the time of day, as always. We appreciate y'all enjoying the gel session with us, man, because, these morons, these idiots, these bozos, they need to be condemned. Dumb.
Okay.
Other than that, like I just said, though, we're going to catch you the next time we cover these bozos. Peace.